Now, just be clear, throughout the year, we beat the shit out of Vancouver Surge. But then even Cloaksy replied to this. All right, he's dead to me. You know what Cloak could have done? You know what Dennis could have done? He could have thought to himself, this is a really good tweet. And then not click the reply button. Let's see who else replied to this shit before we watch it. Miles. Okay. Peace. Oh, let's go! God damn it, that thing is, I want to burn it alive. Oh my God. It was a good tweet, man. What do you want me to do? First case of the day, I'm back. I just want to know, how do I get one of these ruby skeleton knives? That's what I want. I'll also take a Stat Track Factory new print stream, please. You want to trade your spearmints? I got Skeleton Doppler Phase 2, Skeleton Marble Fade, and Marble Fade Paracord. If I were going to trade spearmints for anything, it probably wouldn't be a skeleton. Because the fever cases are so cheap, I just think to myself, well, why don't I just open it? I appreciate the offer, though. And there goes that print stream. Oh, great. Thanks a lot. All right, yo, listen, if there's anything I know about these cases, the fact that we haven't gotten a gold early, that is a good thing. See, now that I've opened cases long enough, I have realized that all those that said and complained that Tim and I were gambling while opening cases, this is not gambling, brother. This is just pouring money down an infinite pit. Like, this is not, cases are not gambling. Okay? Tables are, they're slow to start, but that's okay, man. That's just the way it goes sometimes. I'm becoming more patient and aware, and my expectations have shifted as I've gone down this case opening journey. I know how to keep a cool head. Give me 10 minutes from now, I'll be tweaking, man. Don't worry, I promise. Gold, gold, gold! Cases aren't hot. We avoid saying that, brother. We have to avoid saying that. We can't let the cases know that we're nervous. Dave, were you a big smoker back in the Optic House, or just some occasional shit? There was a short period of time where I was smoking maybe like 3-4 times a week, like at night in the basement. But I ripped a bong one random day while Embos was visiting his mom back home in New Jersey. And I went to go rip the bong to send him a Snapchat video, because that's what friends do. We think sharing when we're about to rip a bong is fun and interesting for our friends to watch when they're not around. And that bong rip actually led to my second panic attack ever in my life, and was basically the motivation. I stopped smoking very shortly after that. I feel like once you have like a really bad experience with weed, like, I'm not sure if you guys have ever had a panic attack, but I don't wish it upon anybody. A lot of you guys can relate, but it legitimately feels like you're dying and you're not in control of your like mind and body and thoughts. So that really deterred me. It was enough to get me to say, hey, we're not gonna do this anymore. But when I moved to LA, I just still didn't smoke anymore. But years and years and years later, it's probably about like 12 or 13 years later, that I thought to myself, I kind of miss that. And now that everything's regulated and you're not buying like a bag of weed from some random guy in the parking lot of a movie theater, I could probably control how much goes into my body, and at least my physical presence, my mind, body, and soul right now, we know, okay, you're not even really smoking that much right now. You know what kind of strand it is. You have all the information. There should be no reason to panic. So that's the only way that I was able to get back into it. So far, so good. That's a pretty good reason and explanation as to why I've never tried real drugs, like hard drugs. I've never done a hard drug in my life. I'm glad. I mean, it's not like I'm taking a fucking oath as a priest or something. I was always afraid. I'm like, dude, there's just some things in my mind that I don't want to come to light. We need those thoughts to stay deep and fucking suppressed in the bowels of my brain. Man, these fever cases are doing everything they can to disappoint me. What's been your favorite case to open so far? I gotta give it to... Oh man, that's tough. I feel like there's different factors that would lead me to my answer. Like, for sheer dope and excitement, I think the weapon cases were the most fun. It just felt like you were actually, with how much money they are, 130 bucks per case, that feels like gambling. Feels like you got all your chips on one number on the roulette table and you're just praying to God it hits. The glove cases kind of felt similar to that because they were so expensive and we got the hedge mazes out of them. But like, if I'm just looking for a knife that I'd want, my favorite case to open is probably the Chromas, because it's got all of the silhouettes that are my favorites, like an M9 bayonet, karambit, Like, to me, the Chroma's got all the good shit. Certain cases have certain memories for me. Like, those Dreams and Nightmares cases, I fucking hated them. It took me like 1,500 cases to get something out of it. And when I finally did, I got that Doppler Butterfly Phase 2. That was unbelievable pull. The only pull that I've ever gotten, only rip I've ever gotten from Dreams and Nightmares. So holds a special place in my heart. Still, I got beef with the Spectrum's Gammas because those are just as expensive as Chromas, and I never got anything good from those. My name is Cases. Hey, Dennis, I got a question for you now that you're in this chat. There was this tweet yesterday from Vancouver Surge and making fun of me and LA Thieves losing the match, and you said, bro, ... Quite literally, you haven't tweeted from your main account. Your last tweet was July 4th. And then your last tweet before that was April 3rd. And I know you're fucking really busy, man. But I'm so glad that you took the time out of your schedule to get on your main account and reply to a tweet where I was the butt of the joke. What's up with that, Dennis? I'm on demon time right now, man. I'm not even in a bad mood, but I just feel like calling a spade, Dennis. You don't stream. I'm leaving, man. We've been waiting. I need a gold. Give me one, baby. Let me feel one crack of dope. Just to fix me up. Just to get me really geared up for this Friday. Come on. Whoa, this thing looks new. That thing is clean. Quick open. No, you bitch. Quick open. No, not a chance. Fuck. Now, you know what? I'm just going to get through these keys because I think this is a bad batch. I think this is a bad group. I don't think they have what it takes to be gold. None of these are worthy of our time, gentlemen. I'm just going to let you guys know. I'm not worried about any single one of these keys because they will not bear the fruit of which we would like to consume. I want that apple that God put in the Garden of Eden. Now I'm going to chew it immediately. Yo, God, hey, this apple's slapping. You got any peanut butter up there? I like peanut butter with my apple slices. All good if not, man. I was just curious. See? Bad batch. Called it from the jump. Think about how good that gold is going to feel. Nah, you're right. I'm not worried, man. Right now, we're just like having a casual stroll through the park on a Sunday. We're just hanging out, enjoying the fresh air, enjoying our time together. Really no expectations for the day, no pressure. Just a nice, lazy Sunday. That's what these cases are to me right now. Then, are we feeling lucky today? Kind of a questionable time to ask me that question just because we've opened probably like 80 cases with absolutely nothing in it. Probably more than that. No, I'm not. I need something to cheer for, bro. I need something to get me excited. I need something that's just going to wake us up and slap us in the face. Say, hey, today's going to be a great day. Aren't you bored of cases yet? I wouldn't say I'm bored of them. Sometimes I think like, maybe the cases have run its course, but then I open a goal and I'm like, that wasn't boring at all. That was awesome. But I do think that with the changes they made to the Steam marketplace, something about the chase and trying to wrangle down like 1,000 gamma cases for my plug, I do kind of miss that. There was like excitement in the air. There was so much optimism about what could happen. I bought 300 fever cases and we haven't gotten to gold. I thought that we ripped like 80 cases. No, we're creeping up on 300 right now. That's fucking concerning, no? I got a red. What's the fucking problem, brother? Stat track red. It's not the print stream. It's not the one we wanted, but we got it. My only problem is I didn't hear no fucking bell. Tables are hot. Should I just get on GTA roleplay right now? Well, I don't understand. How do you learn what to do? Like, I was watching Jack. He was a police officer. He's like, hey, take off your glasses. I have to do a field sobriety test. I'm like, well, what the fuck do I click on my keyboard to take off my glasses, brother? And the only roleplay I've seen is it's just like cops and robbers. You just improv the entire time. I feel like I would actually enjoy that. No lie. I've had people tell me to do it in the past. It just, I don't know anything about how to actually do it, so I've never jumped in because I'm afraid that I might not be able to swim. And I can't swim that well IRL either. In GTA roleplay, you're only limited by your own imagination. I don't want to know what the hell my imagination would do on that game. Kind of afraid of myself sometimes. So no Warzone anytime soon? Cerberus, dude. Oh my god. I really enjoyed season 1 of Verdansk Ranked. That was really cool. For all the things that and all the shit that I've talked, all the things that I've said, it's not like I didn't enjoy it for a time. It just kind of made me feel the way that Warzone made me feel before Black Ops 6 came out. Like, it's fun for a couple weeks, but after you finish a ranked season and you move into the next ranked season, there's not really a lot of motivation to keep playing. It's just the cheating and the hacking. It's like you get 150 people into a room and you ask each other to trust each other that they're not going to do bro, it just... It's the doubt that seeps into your brain while you're playing it. And that's a red. That's stat track. That's our second stat track red of the day. It's battle scarred, but telling me that I'm pulling stat track reds like it's the easiest thing in the world to do, even though it's rarer than a knife. That means tables might be hot though. I actually this time around, I mean it. I mean it when I say it. For every stat track red, there may be a set of factory new vice gloves just waiting for us to open them. Yo, if we hit a stat track, or we hit a factory new pair of gloves, vice gloves to be specific, how much is that worth? 15K, 20K? Wow. So you're telling me out of this case that costs $1.25 each, that there is a set of factory new vice gloves just waiting for us. That's enough to get me excited. I ain't gonna lie to you. Genuinely, you're not making profit, so what's the point then? For the love of the game, brother. For the love of the fucking game. Clearly, you don't have enough passion anywhere in your life to understand this, but this is for the love of the game. Okay? If we imagine that there's profit, maybe it exists one day. Okay? And when I do open these factory new vice gloves, maybe you might be able to get it through your thick skull that sometimes passion breeds profit. We may not have the hot hand anymore. We may be in a drought that will be talked about for ages. My meat is small. It's trying to get erect, but little does he know it's not possible for him. That's what he gets for masturbating to those Girls Gone Wild commercials at 3 a.m. when he was 14 years old on a hot, sweaty day in Chicago, Illinois. He masturbated too soon, too often, and it will have permanent damage caused to his meat in the future. I go back in time with that click remote, grab my own handset. Just watch the commercial, man. You don't need to spank it to this. You don't need to do it every time it comes on. We had a good run though, man. What a wild time that was. Am I feeling a little unoptimistic or pessimistic, I would say, about these cases? Maybe. But it only takes one, gentlemen. It only takes one gold to change our fate. And quite frankly, I think that's possible sooner than you think. Just gotta be patient. Would you rather put 100K on black or open a gold? Okay, I think the question probably should have been structured as, would you rather put 100K on black or put 100K on cases? Because if you're asking me at face value what you asked me, would you rather put 100K on black or 100K on... If I pay 100K and open a gold, I would definitely rather put the 100K on black for sure. If you gave me $100,000 run around in a casino, I definitely wouldn't put it all on black. I mean, I think there's an art in a way of gambling, and it's listen, you can try your best to beat the odds, but at the end of the day, the house always wins. And some would argue that you probably have a better chance of winning money if you put 100K on black, and if it hit, perfect. If not, if you have 100K and you use it to gamble and you're there for like 3 days, just based off odds alone, you're gonna bleed yourself out. Like, you might have some fluctuations and variance here and there. You might have a couple big wins that make you think you're up, but eventually the house will catch up and win. There's no other way around that. So you kind of got to take your shots. I think gambling, besides like playing something like poker, if you're at the tables playing blackjack, or if you're on the craps table, you really never know when Lady Luck is about to punch you square in the mouth. So I'm a firm believer is when the tables, like, we joke around about it on stream, when the tables are hot, that's when you got to press forward. Like, I think gambling is all about a game of runs, and it's how much discipline do you have to know that the run is probably over and you should take a beat and take a break. But I think gambling is all a game of runs. The only way you make good coin is if you kind of forgo and forget how much you're gambling, if you can afford to do that. And when you get hot, you press. Full core press, dude. We're just aping in. That's the only thing that I have delineated, derived, learned from being in Vegas. So to answer your question, yes, I'd rather put the 100K on black. And these cases need more golds. And they're nowhere to be found. They don't want me anymore. They told me Nadeshot, you pussy. I have but another red. Another fucking red. Tables are hot. I mean, these motherfuckers are really ducking the smoke today. They're hiding. Just give me one, bro. Honestly, maybe this is the day that we go back to back with golds. This legitimately could be the day that we go back to back. Because Lady Luck, she ain't poking her head in this door. But once she does, man, it might be on like Donkey Kong. Imagine we're like the first person ever to open 5 golds in a row. I'm clinging on to that level of hope. There goes one of those reds again. They're taunting me, man. They're like, hey, you must open 10 of these to get to our friend the gold. And honestly, I might believe it at this point, because these things have been hard to wrangle down. Yeah, I genuinely think people need to kind of tip the cap. Like, I really am showing everybody what happens if you spend money on cases. I mean, I'm sure the majority of people that played Counter-Strike already knew, but if they didn't know now, they definitely do. So many different ways to spend your money, and this definitely ain't it. It's for the love of the game, man. How much you spend total so far? Maybe, like, I've spent over 100K, that's for sure. I don't want to worry about it. I don't want to think about it. And every time people come in this chat, they make me think about my decisions. It is kind of crazy. We haven't seen a gold yet, right? Concerning. Oh, yeah. You think there's a Guinness Book of World Record, like, physical record for most golds opened in a month? Imagine I just did a subathon and it was only me opening cases. I wonder if I could... that's stupid. They probably wouldn't have a record for that. I mean, they gotta have a record for everything, right? These clutch cases, factory new vice gloves, bro. Imagine the hit, bro. Just imagine this shit. Warm the needle up, bro. My veins next. Fuck yeah. Oh my God, another red. Tables are hot. They've never been hotter. Today, the red is a good thing. I mean, bro, if we pull factory new vice gloves, my streaming career might be saved. Actually, if there were ever a time for factory new vice gloves, it's right now. Bro, imagine the scenes. Imagine once we see that gold just crest its way up from the right side. We're gonna stop him in the middle because we don't want him voting too far left. But you know what I mean? Like, all right, not my best. We've actually had 4 stat track reds today, and that's specific because reds are not more rare than a gold, but a stat track red is more rare than a gold, and we've gotten a lot of those, which is pretty rare. Nate, my psychologist said I'd die in the next 24 hours. Nadeshot didn't twerk on stream. Please, Nate, I want to die. Here, I got something to keep your mind off it. Go pick out a casket, brother. All different types of woods they have, different price points that you might be fun. It's like rearranging your room, except this one's gonna be permanent. There you go. I love that, honey. If that's gold, you're getting a Birkin. Oh my God. It was NT though. It was a great try. We're due, right? That's what I keep thinking. Yo, it does feel like an empty pit of blue. I feel like we fell off a fucking raft in the middle of the ocean. We don't know our way home. So humble, brother. I tried, man. I tried my best. Let's see, that's the first thing you think of when you think of Nadeshot. Besides the receding hairline, the ED, and the Banks 1v1, you think of humility. And I just got another fucking red. What is going on, brother? What is going on with these reds? Come on, can one of you just fucking metamorphosize or animorph into a gold? I'm begging you, brother. I'm telling you, I got a weird feeling. You know, the odds of me getting a hedge maze is a Doppler fucking butterfly out of a Dreams of Nightmare case. And all the luck that we've had with the actual skins that we've gotten out of these cases. Only thing I've learned is it would be highly unlikely, but I got a weird feeling that when we do finally get a gold out of this clutch, that it actually might be those vice gloves. No bullshit. I see gold in our future, gentlemen, and oddly, it might be presumptuous, but it kind of reminds me of factory new vice gloves. It's a bad day to be at blue. They thought they could hide. I'm finding every single one, man. I'm pulling them out into this shitty existence. Yo, not for nothing, bro, but is it wrong that I'm, like, conceiving life into this terrible inventory? Come on, clutch cases. Come on, factory new vice gloves. You know this place, this home, this inventory would be a nice little setup for you. I promise you'd like it in here. 10 cases left, boys. I mean, come on, baby. If lightning's gonna strike, it'd be right now. Factory new vice gloves. It can turn everything around. It can change everything. Literally everything. Why not open Revolution cases? They're cheaper. I don't know, man. Just the clutch case. I figured something clutch would happen. I thought we'd be clutch, get clutch. Clutch things, I don't know. I'm clutching this wood. Come on, baby. Show me what you got. Show me that I'm still a man. Show me that I mean something to my family and my wife. Show me that I'll be able to go double negative in face-it matches with factory new vice gloves. Show me what I want to see. Come on, 1 gold for the road. You know you want to. Maybe you don't, but that's news to me. All right, we're in the home stretch, bro. We gotta fuck this shit. I'm turning it around. Come on, gold, you fucker. Please, dude. Please. I'm gonna quick open these last few before the 10 just to cleanse the palate, bro. Just to turn things around, just to get things right, get things in order. I believe hard. I believe freely. I believe that I will get an erection if I try hard enough. I can't. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. All right. I swear to God, I'm gonna go get Madame Zeroni and take her up this fucking mountain. I swear to God, if you could just give me this gold on the way out, bro. Please, man. Oh, well, one remains. I'm doing it. I'm not doing no speech. I'm not even gonna open my eyes, bro. That sounded like a bell.